So on Tuesday, the SuperCarlinBrothers, one of my favorite channels on YouTube, was stumped by a question that had floated through my mind in the past. Why does Woody have a holster if he never has a gun? If you would like to see their full thought process, I will leave the link to their video in the description of this video. In summary, the brothers realized that there were a variety of conflicts which both suggested and went against him owning a weapon, such as Woody's Roundup possessing gun memorabilia, while Al the Collector doesn't expect Woody to have a gun for his collection. Hello, I'm Isaac from Wotso Videos, and through my research, I think I not only figured out an answer to the SuperCarlinBrothers' original question, but I also developed a theory on why the exclusion of Woody's weapon in Woody's Roundup made it such a beloved show in the Pixar universe. I believe the reason the doll from Woody's Roundup did not ship with a gun is because of what was going on in the world when the show was airing. If Toy Story occurs in a universe with history similar to ours, then we can estimate when Woody's Roundup was broadcasting for the first time. Now, the adaptation from black and white to color televisions did not occur until the mid-1960s, meaning the show, at the latest, was created in the early 1960s, since it was only in black and white. Something else to understand is that westerns are commonly used as a backdrop by filmmakers to speak on modern issues, because of the West's relation with unexplored opportunities. For example, Brokeback Mountain used cattle farmers to humanize and touch on homosexual relationships. I think in the show, Woody originally had a gun, which he used to protect and serve his western town. But at some point early in the show, he decided to become a pacifist or someone who did not want to wield a weapon that could end life permanently. He rid himself of his gun and became a symbol of justice without destruction for children and adults alike. The purpose of Woody's Roundup and why it was so significant in the Pixar universe was because it was a cowboy who represented Americans giving up his weapons, and for the United States, that meant their nuclear warheads at the time. In the early 1960s, when I believe Woody's show was airing, the Cold War was in full swing, and this show, unlike any other, was asking for old people to put their weapons away. Why would a toy museum in Japan search for an Old West cowboy doll? Well, because this show spoke against using the weapons that had destroyed their cities just 2 decades before. The message of the show meant a lot to the museum. This theory is also supported why the show was cancelled.
2 words, Sputnik. Once the astronauts went up, children only wanted to play with space toys. I know how that feels.
Just before everyone began to switch to color televisions, the space race was beginning and people were increased in their nationalism and their curiosity with space, so Old West shows were booted out. This theory also fits into the greater Pixar theory. If Woody's Roundup was meant to represent Americans giving up their destructive ways in hopes of creating a safer world, and the show was cancelled even with a cliffhanger ending, then that means Americans were unwilling to rid themselves of destruction and gluttony. Over the years that followed the cancellation of Woody's Roundup, if the Pixar theory is true, then the mega corporation by and large rose to power, and because of their greed, they polluted the world, yielding an uninhabitable Earth. The world did not listen to the message of this seemingly simple show. No matter if Woody is with toys or Andy, he wants what is best for the people he is with. And in Woody's Roundup, he was no different. Woody protected his town with a gun, but gave it up to be a model for the American people, and to show life-ending violence was never the only solution. So tell me what you think. Do you think Woody's Roundup was a satire for the United States during the Cold War, or is there another reason he does not have a gun? Let me know in the comments section. Also, if you enjoyed today's video, then remember to subscribe to Wotso Videos. Thanks for watching and have a magical day.